I just grabbed my flags and come over. I didn't follow the That's on the board. I got to do it. I got to do it.
I know the one with the ponytail. Oh, there you are. Oh,
that's the young generation hospital. We need to Where's my flag, bro?
But they will just
No importa. Eso es lo que
So my name is Kevin Rojek. That's R-O-J-E-K. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI Pittsburgh field office. The first thing I want to say is that the FBI stands with the people of Butler County in western Pennsylvania, and our hearts go out to the victims of this heinous act which occurred today. This is our community, and I want to let the public know that the FBI has deployed a number of our resources, including investigative agents, our evidence response team, bomb technicians, and we have additional resources coming from other field offices, as well as from FBI headquarters, including our evidence response from Quantico, Virginia. We have intelligence analysts as well, working from our field office in Pittsburgh, working feverishly to attempt to identify the individual who did this and any motives behind why this was done. Right now, we need the public's help. Anyone who was on scene, who saw anything, who identified any information, please report that to the FBI using either the phone number 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at fbi.gov/Butler. This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. It's still an active crime scene. As I mentioned, we have a number of agents on scene. We also are working closely with other federal agencies, our state partners, and our local police partners as well. Again, at this time, we are not prepared to identify who the shooter is. We are close to that identification, and as soon as we are 100% confident in who that individual is, we will share it with the press. With that being said, also, we do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify what that motive was. At this time, I'm going to turn over the podium to Colonel Chris Paris from the Pennsylvania State Police.
Thank you very much. My name is Colonel Chris Paris, P-A-R-I-S, Commissioner of Pennsylvania State Police. I would just like to say that the State Police have been in regular contact with the Governor's office and the full support and assets of the entire agency are behind the FBI and our other federal and municipal partners to assist with this investigation. The thoughts and prayers of the Pennsylvania State Police are likewise with the victims of this terrible act. We are prepared to support this investigation in any way, shape, or form, and we stand ready to participate in a full, fair, and competent and thorough investigation. To give you an operational rundown, Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, is behind me, and he will discuss the operational portion that's being conducted by the Pennsylvania State Police. Lieutenant Colonel Bivens.
Good evening. So let me describe for you a little bit about the scene that we have over there. As you know, there was a grandstand, a very large area, a lot of people there when this all unfolded. The former president had come out and begun to speak shortly after 6 o'clock this evening, and within about 10 to 15 minutes, a number of sounds were heard, and it became apparent that shots were being fired in that direction. It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. PSP had a significant presence on the scene along with all of our federal partners at the time of the shooting. We have since enhanced that presence significantly, bringing in resources from all over the Commonwealth to ensure that we have a speedy, thorough investigation. We are working very closely with the FBI as we work through this. As you can imagine, because of the variety of crimes that have been committed, some are under federal jurisdiction, some are under state jurisdiction. And so, we're working through all of that, not an issue at all. We work seamlessly. But the FBI has maintained the lead on the attempted assassination. PSP will take the lead on the homicide and the shootings of the other individuals in the grandstand area. And so there are a lot of witnesses to be interviewed, a lot of things to be processed. There were some complicators that hopefully the next time we speak we can describe for you, but some complicators that slowed down some of the processing and the positive identification of the shooter. But know that at this time we have no reason to believe that there is any other existing threat out there. We are doing everything we can to make sure that this is thoroughly investigated, and that if there is any information developed that anyone else was involved, that between PSP and the FBI, that will very quickly be followed up on. So I think at this time we would open it up to questions from all of you.
Was this a lone wolf attack?
Again, I think it's too early to say that. We have one shooter tentatively identified, but we're not stopping there. We're following up on a lot of information. It will be some time until we can conclusively say or answer that question, I think.
How long do you think that gun was hiding up there? I mean, we saw the specters up there, as the crowd was kind of rolling in and looked like they had a pretty good viewpoint to check everyone out. How long did that guy been up there?
Again, that will all be part of the investigation, but
Can you come up to the mic?
that will all be part of the investigation. But I can tell you that preliminarily it appears everything unfolded very quickly. So, again, we'll have more information on that, but it's just too early to start definitively saying this happened at this exact time.
But it wasn't like he decided the security perimeter, right? That building was outside of it?
That's correct.
How far outside of it?
We'll have that information for you. It was some distance outside of the
Colonel,
security
can you
perimeter.
comment on reports that there were people who saw someone on the roof and tried to alert authorities?
We're following up on those. I will tell you that I am aware of those, and I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity. The specific response to this will be all part of the after action, but yes, law enforcement was responding to check on several suspicious occurrences.
What were the other suspicious occurrences?
That will all be part of the investigation.
Butler County, Pennsylvania. Is there affiliation with that company, do you know?
So again, we're not prepared at this time to provide the identity.
Confirm for you that we did have one individual killed, and I know I heard somebody say about 2 victims. There were 3 in total besides the former president. So 2 critically wounded, 1 killed.
At this point, do you know if they were sitting near each other and where in relation to the former president were?
I don't have their exact seating by individual. Again, that'll all be part of the investigation, but their shots were scattered somewhat, and so they weren't just into one particular location.
You're saying just one fatality as of right now?
Yes.
The shooter and 1 fatality?
The shooter plus 1 fatality.
Oh, thank you.
So there was 1 victim of the shooter who was killed, and then the shooter was killed.
And then 2 incredible.
Yes, ma'am.
Witnesses say they saw a semi-automatic rifle used by the shooter. Can you share any more details of it? That's what
I've heard those reports as well, and again, we do have a good idea of what the weapon was, but again, that's all part of the ongoing investigation. And I'm not trying to be cagey about that. When the SAC talked about the need to be very methodical and to be cautious with that scene, we are doing just that. We don't want anybody else getting hurt, and candidly, there are some concerns that we'll be able to talk more about later on about just what those concerns are and continue to be.
Why don't you talk to the shooter's family yet?
That's all part of the investigation.
After the event, there were a lot of really angry people. Are you monitoring? Have there been any threats in response to this? Are you worried? Have there been any specific threats?
That's certainly a concern, and we're monitoring that whole situation. I mentioned that we're bringing a lot of assets to bear, and so like the FBI, utilizing their analysts, we also have the Pennsylvania Criminal Intelligence Center. We will utilize the resources of our intelligence division and the Criminal Intelligence Center to be able to monitor for concerns about any threats, regardless of the side of the issue or the political spectrum. We want to make sure that we try and avoid any further violence.
So no, nothing specific so far?
No, sir.
Without identifying them by name, can you say anything about the other folks who were injured or killed? Were they adults, men, male, female, anything at all?
They were adults, and they're male.
All 3?
Yes.
How difficult of a day is this for your department, though, or all your departments to go talk to these family members, including the civilians who were gunned down while they went to a rally to try and, celebrate against the upcoming election? What are those conversations like, and how do you kind of get through that?
We have trained investigators, and we're partnered hand in hand with the FBI, again, because we've got some federal violations, some state violations, and so our investigators are going out methodically. We have a large team of investigators that are going out, dividing up these interviews and trying to conduct them as quickly as possible, and then there will be follow-ups. With the FBI asking for people to call in tips, I have no doubt that we will receive a lot of additional information that will also require follow-up. But again, we're working very well together, and it's only a short matter of time until we get through all of those interviews.
How close a call was it for President Trump?
There were no police hit with bullets.
From your experience, how close a call was it for?
I'm not going to speculate or comment on that.
Have any of you talked to the president? Did any of you have any kind of reaction?
No.
Which law enforcement agencies were tasked with securing this particular route outside of the United States Secret Service? Well,
Secret Service always has the lead on securing something like this, but then they work very closely. And I hate to use the word routine, but it is a fairly routine matter for all of our agencies to work jointly with the Secret Service. And it really depends on the venue, on what information is out there, what number of resources are devoted to it, and we work with them to provide whatever is requested by the Secret Service, but they're the lead in that security.
Was there anything about this venue that made it particularly difficult to secure?
You know, I would defer to the Secret Service to answer that. They would have done the initial assessment.
Was the rooftop part of what was being secured? Was the rooftop, given its proximity to the event, part of that process?
It's my understanding that was outside of the perimeter.
Did this shooter have any previous criminal history?
We're not going to comment on anything about the
Did
shooter.
any agency deny Trump's team extra security? Any of the agencies that are up there?
Not that I'm aware of.
If Trump had been the nominee already, would he have had additional security for this event?
There again, Secret Service has the lead, and I'm not going to comment or speculate on what may or may not be provided at any given point, depending on their status as a candidate. What I will tell you is that, in my experience, the Secret Service does an excellent job of maintaining security on protectees. They're very cautious. They don't hesitate to ask for resources, and candidly, we don't hesitate to supply those resources.
When you're asking for the public's help, can you elaborate and be more specific about what you'd really like to see from the public? If it's videos, photos, personal accounts?
I think the videos and photos would be very helpful, and I think that once the shooter is identified, anyone that has specific information on that shooter, that would be very helpful as well to help us assess motive. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we are absolutely not taking for granted that this was a lone wolf attack. And so we would be looking for any additional information that might point us toward anybody else that may have had a hand in this.
Sir, at this point, what is the main focus of the investigation? What's the most important thing for you right now, a few hours ago?
Well, there's not any one single focus. I mean, certainly the immediate focus was life safety, getting the former president out of there, and to care, getting care to the other victims, and trying to secure the scene as quickly as possible. It shifted then from a life safety priority to then an investigative priority. And so I guess if I had to point to where we are right now, the single greatest priority would be to identifying a motive and whether there was anyone else involved.
We're just beginning the political season. Are you guys concerned with all of these rallies that happen and how they're set up? Is this going to change maybe the venues?
Again, I would refer you to the Secret Service in terms of what they work out with the campaigns. We will continue to supply resources, as I'm sure the FBI will, and local partners as well.
When this was announced, it was quite a few days in the heads up that people were getting ready to come to this Trump rally. From a law enforcement perspective, when you announce a big event like this, all that time in advance and a week out, does it give people more time to plan something like this?
Well, I suppose, but there's a balance, I would think, that any of the campaigns on either side try to weigh. I mean, the point of them announcing it, I suspect, is because they want the crowd. And so it's not up to us in law enforcement to tell them when they should announce or how they should announce or how they should conduct it. We offer our best advice. Again, working hand in hand with the Secret Service, offer our best advice of how best to secure and protect that venue.
Sir, considering how many people were there, and you have packed in there, and you have somebody in an elevated position with potentially a high-powered rifle, how lucky is it that we were only talking about a couple of victims, as sad and tragic as that is?
Well, we're certainly grateful that we don't have even more victims. And again, in terms of how this could have occurred, that will be part of this after-action report and an investigation that occurs so that we can hopefully ensure that something like this doesn't happen again.
Has an autopsy been conducted yet, or is it scheduled?
It has not been conducted yet. I do not.
If somebody has a video or photo, where should they send it?
So we have the 1-800 call FBI if you have audio tips, and then we set up a specific tip line for audio and video, and that's fbi.gov/Butler.
And they should send you just like any video?
Anything that anyone has that is related to this incident that they think may be of assistance investigatively, we'll take anything and we'll analyze it, and we'll make the determination if it's of investigative value. Go ahead.
So from what you've been briefed on, it sounds like law enforcement only knew he was up there until shots were fired. Is that what you're hearing?
So that is the assessment at this time.
So are you surprised that a sniper was able to fire off a handful of shots at the former president? I mean,
again, we're still working through the security apparatus that the Secret Service had in place, what potentially happened. There's going to be a long investigation into exactly what took place and how the individual was able to get access to the location, what type of weapon he had. All that is really days, weeks, and months of investigation.
He was able to get off like 4 or 5 shots.
It is surprising, but again, to get all the details of that will come out later in investigation.
Going back to the perimeter of this building, I think it's going to be really difficult for people to understand.
Can we stop talking about football now? Cheque, colombiana. Mira la mierda que hicieron los Castro con el Papa. Entregaron el país a los guerrilleros. Mira México. No habla inglés, bitch. Mi casa, viendo la justicia. Y le digamos por esa boca. Yo vengo aquí de Pascua a San Juan, el domingo, con una señora que anda por ahí y otra pareja. Estamos aquí en un bar y nos ponemos a mirar, a encuestar, a ver cuántos carros pasan, pitan, cuántos nos dan los deditos y eso. Al principio eran bastante deditos, ya los deditos se han desaparecido. No,
Are you going to when?
Son los dueños de los medios de transmisión.
Okay, but I can tell. Where are you? Okay.
La noticia en español. Yo aquí se lo dije a todos ellos. Yo aquí se lo dije a CNN, a la televisión española y a Telemundo. ¿A qué vienen ustedes aquí? ¿A hacer copy-paste?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, here too.
Alright, so, why do you feel again?
Vamos. C'est bon.
What happened? What happened?
I think they should. They kill somebody from the audience.
There is no doubt. I watched it minimum doubt. It wasn't that. They went straight to the ear. They came to the UFC.
Pero sí viene. Danny Travis. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
They know that. Only because he did this. They made it. No, he did like I just did like a thing.
Sure. Well, why is your back?
And then he goes.
Right? Here, stand next to them. Joe, get in there. Get in. Okay, one more.
Yeah, there was a number of them.
Oye, CIA, digan CIA. CIA se la va a ofrecer en la casa de esto.
¿Qué tú crees? Mañana se me tira eso a ti.
No, ya mañana aparece muerto.
No, y que lo dijo cuando me estaba interpretando. Ay, mañana el aquí.
CIA, ¿ya? Yo sé.
Tú eres aquí también, de Huefán. Compartimos bunker aquí en Control. Lo único malo que nos va a aguantar hasta las 12 de la noche, ¿sabes? Para comerse el dinero federal. Ahí nos van a tener. Mira, cuando los Castros se metieron en la transición de paz en Colombia, yo sabía que cuando tú ves a alguien que sabe mandado por el gobierno para cualquier país de Latinoamérica. Mira, Castro viene dándole la mesa a Latinoamérica desde mucho antes de enfrentar a Latinoamérica. Castro estuvo de bombazo. No, yo tampoco, pero las noticias las empecé a buscar. Yo dejé Cuba cuando tenía 4 años.
How good is going to come from there? How yeah, we are not going to get
Estamos aquí porque somos cubanos, porque no queremos comunismo. No, comunismo es
Nadie quiere comunismo y acabar con ella.
Lean y estudien el libro que se llama El verdadero mar para que vean que el comunismo es satánico. Lo único que trae es lo mismo que dice la Biblia. Destrucción y muerte. Vayan a Cuba para que ustedes vean. Comunistas, vayan a Cuba. Los que quieren a Biden, los que quieren el Partido Demócrata, vayan a Cuba.
Por eso es que estamos aquí, por eso es que caminamos, porque no queremos comunismo.
million people. How can we do that? This is story.
I know you got the Camaro, but like, you know. Hagan solo un solo pero nada más que mataron a un solo tipo de Anybody with a green Jeep?
I have a headlight. So whenever they come close to me, here's a light.
Thank you for that.
Where is it, King
If you got a green Jeep, you better go move it.
Dude, there's no parking over here, man.
My son said,
Not letting nobody in. Nobody. So.
What channel is it? Reuters? Oh, yeah.
No queremos comunismo en América. Somos cubanos, estamos aquí porque no queremos comunismo en América. No queremos que América se
We have offices all over the here, and everybody's here working.
Ya la CIA está buscando. Ya la CIA está buscando. Richard mañana amanece muerto, ya sabemos lo que es. I got a boat. I'm flying.
Only like this, right?
Like that, yes. Like that. Really good people.
Oh, sorry.
Linda, dile que definitivamente Dios está con Trump.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You want me to get down?
No.
Stay up.
Aquí, Lindita. Dile que Dios está con todos los patriotas del mundo.
Mírala a ella. Here?
Mira, no hables mucho.
Que estamos orando por él.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve is coming, Linda. Let's go.
No, they want to interview Mr. Reuters.
It's not time to celebrate.
Are you going to ask me a question, right? Yeah.
I'm sad.
Now they go. Double hot. About my emotions, this is like a totally living nightmare. I was watching it from 5 o'clock, and then at around 6, only 10 minutes after, I said, what? This gotta be a joke. He turned around and he did a gesture like this, and then he covered his ear and then went down. And I thought, nah, it's gotta be like a movie or something from the past or anything. And immediately the media shut off the audio. Yeah, it was no audio whatsoever. And after a few minutes, the audio came back on, and they didn't know what happened. Nobody said anything about shooting. But when he turned around and then he went downstairs, I noticed he had a bleeding there. This is just like, you can tell communism is against whatever the good things that he's trying to do, and they just can't stand it. So what I cannot believe is if it was done by a sniper, right? How did they kill him right away? Why they didn't keep him alive first to investigate? So for me, that's just like they didn't want to leave any, steps of what really happened. And I'm positive, just God must have saved him, because those people, they know exactly what they do, and it was straight to his head. And since God, he's alive, I'm very happy for that. We're looking for a president, that can build up the economy. Everything else is irrelevant, And then is that actually the bad forces are really running the world right now. They want globalism. They just want treat people like slaves, basically, no countries. So it's like it's coming just like the Bible at the end of the world. I'm not into politics, but definitely that I'm positive it's something like that, and I'm so positive that God saved his life today.
Amen.
I have no words. They will have to create a new word for devastation. But he's the son of God. I mean, he's protected. Now I feel like more people is going to vote for him. We just need to protect, not only be there. It's the digital world that is contaminated. The wrong people is controlling. So you can be as much as you want. We gotta vote we gotta be 80-90% voting for him, so they cannot commit fraud. But then there is another stage. Everything on the internet can be hacked. That's my worries. That's what people need to be trained and be sure that doesn't get hacked again. Because, everybody says, yeah, Trump. We just want a good president. That's all. There's nothing, that's all. A good president that watches people's pockets, good life, good morals, values, whatever, but especially economy. He's an economy. He graduated from economy from one university up north. So he knows. He's a businessman. That's what we need. I mean, to protect us our pocket. Look at now. You cannot go get anything at the market with $100. Nothing. It's like the old $10. It's horrible. The economy is really bad. You gotta think twice before you go to visit somebody a few miles away. There's no way. What happened with that? It's crazy. So, President Trump, get better. God bless you. We need you. Thank you.
What's your name?
Genevieve Benavente.
How do you spell that?
Genevieve?
All of it.
The whole thing? Genovie. Genevieve Benavente. B as in boy. ENAVENTE.
How old are you, Miss Benavente?
What?
How old are you?
How old am I? Whatever I look like. But I've been here since I was 15.
From where?
From South America. Argentina. West Palm. I just live across the street. And I'm happy to see a lot of people supporting him. God bless you, President Trump. Get better. We'll see you later. Thank you. We're here at the bridge. Where are you?
I'm going to say goodbye to Greek.
Pero nosotros le dijimos que íbamos a venir para acá hoy, so le mandamos las fotos. Sí.
Ay, ¿usted por qué?
Hi.
No, ¿qué no? Ay, no, es que el inglés mío está muy... ¿Qué necesita?
No, la reacción a lo que pasó hoy.
Veronica, she's got better English than me. She's got much better English than me. But, come on. No, Veronica, she's got perfect English. You like, Veronica, come on.
Go back on and I'm going to answer the question.
America first. This is my country.
Oh,
holy
it's part of it.
Holy
It's
cow.
Sagittarius, December 9th.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you're Sagittarius.
No,
Reaction. Okay, can I ask you a question instead of you asking me? What would it be like right now if they did assassinate Trump?
That's my question. That's my
What do I think? What do you think? You're the news media. You're out there in the public. We're not afraid. We're angry. You think you're going to scare us away? But we are civilized. We want a great country, and we're here to make it a great country.
Constitutional
All right?
republic.
This is what
no
we're
democracy,
doing. We will not
constitutional
stop.
republic.
We want to make America great again. And this is what we're here for.
Faith,
Joanne.
freedom, and
Messios.
family. Three things. Faith, freedom, and family.
And the majority of America wants the same thing. This is called the United States. We are united in every way. They try to say we're separated and divided. No, we're not. All the basic things, we all still want the same thing. And we want it for all of us that are here. No matter what decisions they try to make. If they think that we're going to get angry or do something, we are going to stay peaceful.
Yes.
We want a great
Yes.
nation.
No, we're getting angry.
You didn't.
We're getting angry right here. We're standing up right here.
We're not happy
Look.
over it, of course not. Because the sadness is, what if they did not miss? That's what America needs to ask their question. How would you feel? You tell me, what do you see coming if they shot him today? Is this your only hope? Yes. Trump is your only hope, and you better pay attention to it. But you don't have any more chances than that.
No.
I don't see anybody else capable of standing up to a shooter, standing up to fake indictments. The fraud in our justice system is pathetic. If you think America doesn't know, thank you for educating us on the news. We saw the fraud. We saw the lie. It's not working. We're not swallowing it. Thank you.
When it came to like the photo of him,
With the fifth arm?
yeah, and he was like very strong. How did you feel him?
He says
I'm sorry, when?
I saw his photo of like coming down the steps and
Bleeding?
No. When the Secret Service lift him up, he tried to lift his fist and say five.
I saw him put his fist up, that he's still here. God bless him. I don't know if I could have done it. What a brave, courageous man. And you wonder why the majority of America loves him.
Two things. Common sense, critical thinking.
Yes.
Where that thing goes? How come you got the Democrats fighting for women's rights and they don't answer what a woman is? Hello?
Anyway, I think this is going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But
Tomorrow is going to be.
if you notice, it's always peaceful. It's always peaceful. All right? You tried something. You've been trying things. If you notice, American people, if you want to get us angry because you're looking for us to riot so you can call out the National Guard or martial law, it is not going to happen. And that's what you're waiting for. You want us to fight with each other. We fight together against the enemy. We don't divide. America is not a country that divides. No matter what the news media tries to say, it isn't true. They do not think for the American people. And they better pay attention because they're losing big here and they're losing with us.
How do you tell people that we live on a democracy when it's not a democracy?
We're
When
the
it's a
leaders in the
constitutional
world.
republic?
We
Our
lead.
forefathers
We don't
gave
follow
us
your
a
country.
constitutional republic. A republic based in law and order. No chaos, no democracy, no 50+1, constitutional republic.
Okay, we lead in the world. We do not follow other countries. They need to follow us and learn. We are at the top of the line. We don't go backwards. We already know the systems don't work. Thank you very much.
Your name again is
Joanne Messios.
How do you spell your last name?
Messios.
And then your
It's
Joaquin
it's
Gutierrez.
Israeli.
How do you spell Mr. Joaquin?
It's an Israeli last name. I'm Italian,
G-U-T-I-E-R-R-E-Z.
Visconti.
And how old are
My
you?
husband's from
I'm
Cyprus.
50.
And how old are you, ma'am?
I'm 69.
And where are you guys originally from?
From Florida, yes. We live here in Florida.
I've
And we
been-
love Florida, and we love Governor DeSantis.
The free state of Florida. We changed the sign for that. Free state of Florida.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Holy cow. I don't know how do you stand this on. If you want to say.
I had new knee. I had open heart.
Oh, nice.
I don't stop. I'm Italian.
Yeah, you rebuilt.
You think you Spanish or tough? You don't know.
You rebuilt. Well, we come from the same line.
We come from the same line. Romantic language.
Romance.
The romance. That's right. Make love, not war.
Yeah. See, funny part, I was talking with my friend about that the other day. When people refer to Latinos, do they refer to French, Italians, Portuguese?
German, Portuguese, Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, you dropped something. Oh.
I'm eating out last night. I don't have my clothes. I gotta go. I don't think I bought them. Yes, I did. See? Isn't it funny? Something can happen every night. Keeps me alive.
I'm kicking.
That's why I don't want to hear. People complain, I can't this and I don't even want to hear what you can't do. I gotta have a hip done there.
Alive and kicking. It's good to be alive right now.
It shows that I always say to people, it's not a mistake. You never knew till when you came in. I tell you, I put this right off my house. I had it up for 4th of July, Memorial Day, for the Normandy invasion. My uncle was in the Normandy invasion, in the water for a week. 2,300 on the ship were sunk. 2,300, one many ships. They don't even tell you the truth.
The local paper here, the Palm Beach Daily News, were just a small paper that I was
Trump! Woo! Go ahead, yay!
No, yo me quedo.
¿Cómo? Dime. Sí, ¿cómo no? ¿Qué canal es?
Es Reuters, la agencia internacional.
Ok, sí. Mi nombre es Lourdes. ¿Ya puedo?
Ya, todavía no puedo.
Ya, cuando regresen,
Trump! Woo! Trump!
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Lourdes Mayor, estoy aquí apoyando a mi presidente Trump, el único presidente que este país y el mundo entero necesita para que se acabe todo lo que está pasando en este gobierno, destruyendo a nuestro país y a todo el mundo entero.
¿Usted escuchó la noticia hoy de lo que sucedió?
Me sentí malísimamente mal, me dio un sentimiento, ganas de llorar porque no podía creer lo que estaba viendo. Yo vivo en Palm Beach Garden, vine para acá corriendo a apoyar al presidente, que siempre lo he hecho, cuando él pasa por aquí, siempre. Voy a casi muchos rallies que él tiene y lo apoyo continuamente.
Y señorita, cuando usted, ¿qué pasaría si en la noticia fuera diferente?
Bueno, no te puedo ni explicar, pues sería el fin del mundo en el sentido de que, imagínate, el comunismo, China, todos estos demócratas corruptos que tenemos y también los hay del otro partido, que también contribuyen a muchas de las cosas malas que está pasando en este país. ¿Qué te puedo decir? Gracias a Dios, él está vivo. Siento mucho por las personas que fallecieron por culpa de esta gente que querían quizás un warning, que es lo que pienso yo que había sido, como una forma de darle miedo a él y a las personas que vayan a donde está él y que todo. Y quien mataron puede ser un terrorista, como todos siempre que mueren para hacer sus cosas, como los demás que lo matan para hacer su fechoría. Muchas gracias.
A Dani le da pena, pero no, Dani tiene que estar fuerte. Usted se pone muy emocionado.
Claro que sí.
¿Cuál es esa pasión?
año 65, de 14 años, viví lo que es el comunismo, viví en este país por muchos años, vivo en este país por muchos años, y después de ver al presidente Trump por 4 años haber hecho todo lo que hizo por este país y por todas las demás personas, los trabajos, los taxes bajos, la economía fantástica y la destrucción que este hombre ha hecho con los borders abiertos, dejando entrar aquí criminales. No estoy hablando de las personas que de verdad, porque yo fui un emigrante también, si vamos a ver, pero siento que ningún país abre los muros como lo abrió este hombre. Tantos crímenes, la droga, los carteles, todo lo que está pasando, los crímenes donde quiera y los inocentes muchachos que están muriendo por las drogas que están traficando para acá. Y normalmente todo lo ha hecho para coger el voto, porque nadie que llega aquí le dan tantas cosas y tantas ayudas, mentira. Nosotros tuvimos que trabajar, mi padre, 2 trabajos para poder mantener una familia en aquellos tiempos. Hoy en día, claro, imagínate, eso es el gobierno, los demócratas, igual que China, quieren controlar el mundo entero, darle todo para que tú dependes de ellos para todo.
Si usted tuviera un mensaje para el señor Trump,
Oh my God, le deseo que siga luchando, que nosotros el pueblo estamos con él, a lo que sea. Yo adoro a ese hombre y si tengo que dar mi vida la doy por él. Lourdes Mayor.
¿cómo se escribe Mayor?
Mayor, M-A-Y-O-R.
¿Y cuántos años tiene, señora?
73. Y vine de mi país cuando tenía 14.
¿Y de dónde vive usted?
Ahora vivo en Palm Beach Garden. ¿Okay? Gracias, igualmente.
Working, and then somebody else got hurt, and it's such a good.
Since you agree,
Worker. Full effect. I think it was a worker. This is just crazy. Oh my God. You gotta, it won't stay. The wind's blowing it. Yeah, tape it. Yeah, I'd love to have him behind me.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that people with guns shoot to kill. Can you talk about that?
That in this situation, that whoever it was, anytime you pull out a gun, you're shooting to kill. So this wasn't something, you know, this was a professional hit. There's no question about it. And this nonsense got to stop. I mean, they just go after this man, and now we know that there's somebody at the top, and we need to know who it is. Who gave the order to kill the president?
If the president
did die, you know, what would have been?
Oh, we don't even want to think about that. I mean, we were just in shock because at first we didn't know exactly what was going on. So we didn't know what happened, and I don't want to go through that again. It was horrible. I don't want to think about it.
When you saw him, because I don't know if you saw the news, I know that you were listening to it. When you saw it, there's these images that came out later when he was walking down the stairs, his fist is in the air, he seems strong. What do you see, or what do you feel when you look at those images?
Well, just thank God that, you know, they really didn't get him, that it was just a bullet that grazed his ear, and that he's going to be fine. I mean, at this point, Biden, where is he? Where is Biden? He has not given a press conference. He should have been out there the minute this happened. Where is he?
Who would you want to hear from?
A confession. That's what I want to hear, a confession. That he's not cognitively capable of being president for 1 minute, let alone for the next 4 years. Okay? And that they ordered it. The Democratic Party ordered this. The CIA, somebody ordered this. Who ordered this? He needs to tell us. Sure, Debbie. Debbie Macchia, Macchia. 60. Thanks, Maria.
And where you live?
Boynton Beach. You're welcome.
¿Qué emisora, qué canal?
Well, yeah, of course they came to the government.
Yes.
Oh, he did? Okay, sorry. Hey, I'm pissed off right now. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, man, what happened to Trumpy?
Got what?
Trumpy leaning.
Oh, I don't know. Go move them.
Oh, Trumpy's on the lean.
That would be fun.
We're here in support of our #1 president. Can you go farther or no?
Thank you.